Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today is day 1062 of my ketogenic journey. Going to show you what I ate, going to show you my weigh-in, but first I've got a couple questions I want to answer, like, keto and anti-cancer and diet sodas on keto. What my take is, what I'm really going to do, and let's be realistic about the whole situation, okay? So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell, guys. All that good YouTube jazz that helps this channel grow and makes your girl happy. Now, it's time to rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style. Family.
Three, two, one.
Alright, here is my drinks for the day. I will be drinking Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper in my cup, as always. I have unsweetened vanilla almond milk, a little bit of this Lakanto monk fruit extract mixed into the unsweetened vanilla almond milk that I'm going to use to drink my butter caramel coffee from Food Line. This stuff here has the best smell when it's brewing. Sometimes I can walk into the house and not have brewed coffee that day yet, and the house will smell like this, and it's just an amazing scent. Yeah, so technically I broke my fast at 5:30 p.m. I had a cheddar cheese stick while I was making the salad. So I've got lettuce, tomato, one chopped up hard-boiled egg, cheese, and a little bit of bacon bits in here. And I've got 2 sausage links cooking for the protein and the fat. And here's my fat and protein with that meal. And now she ain't gonna do it. Oops. It don't always work. So I had a clip of the 3 boiled eggs and 3 pieces of cheddar cheese sticks I had, but I just realized there was music playing in the background, so I couldn't use them. Not rough. Be gentle. Good boy. Not rough. Oh my. You are so beautiful, both of you. Hey, you guys. So I just wanted to answer a quick keto question. Maybe quick. Anyway, it's about diet sodas. I want to first preset this by saying you really shouldn't drink them. They're really, really not good for you. But that's not realistic for most people and most people's journey, right? So they are 0 carbs, so technically they are keto friendly, but you do have to be aware that all of them do have various sweeteners and various chemicals in them. So they're not really strict, wholesome keto. They're dirty keto. Now, most of you know, I drink this. This is primarily what I drink 99% of the time. Day in, day out, does not break my fast. It's Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper or Diet Dr. Pepper work also. The reason I drink that one, is because the only sweetener in it is aspartame. That's it. Again, bunch of ingredients, long list, which means dirty keto, period. However, this one does not bother me at all. Whereas Coke Zeros and pretty much every single diet soda other than the Diet Dr. Pepper and the Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper bother me. They kick me straight out of ketosis, or they stall me, slow my weight loss down. And that's mainly to do with one ingredient on the other sodas, or in the other sodas. And it's called, it's easier to read it out, so bear with me. I think it's acyl flame potassium. It's also called Ace K, but when you read this on a can, it'll say acyl flame potassium. That spikes insulin in most people. Not everybody, but in most people. Now, I can't drink this. Like, 1 can of it is enough to do me in. But I can drink this whole 2 liter, no problem. As far as keto goes, again, not wholesome, great for you. Aspartame, and this has aspartame as well, but it also has the acyl flame potassium in it. Aspartame is not a wonderful ingredient, and it depends on which website you look on. Of course, there's everything from cancer and this, that, and the other, to doesn't cause cancer and this, that, and the other, not a carcinogen, which means not cancer causing. So it just depends on which website you look at. Now, for some people, and this is a small amount of human beings, aspartame does affect you, which again, it's in both of these. But aspartame can affect some people to the degree of their periods being really, really bad, really, really wonky, not coming at all. It can, for some people, cause weight gain. Luckily, it does not for me. However, after reading more about it, I really should leave this alone. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a lying channel. That's not going to happen. I have a hard time drinking a lot of water. I can't get a lot of fluids in me in general. So this is what my go-to. It just is. While it's not perfect for me and actually can cause inflammation for some people and could potentially be a blood pressure issue, I really should leave this alone. I'm not going to, because I'm not a liar. But I just want you to be aware that if you add anything, any diet sodas to your diet, they could potentially be a problem for you. Now, this does not cause me any weight issues. This one does. But be aware. And I'm all for people making choices, informed choices. So, like, this is a choice for me. It's an informed choice. I understand it's not the best thing in the world I could do for my body. And if you drink this every single day, as long as it's an informed choice, I got no problem with it. Just monitor yourself on the scale. That's one good way to know. Make sure you're still in ketosis. If you can stay in ketosis and drink these all day long, and you understand that those are risk factors in these sodas, that's on you. That's completely up to you. A very small percentage of people will be affected by aspartame, again, in both sodas. But there are some sweetened with sucralose. I have seen them. I haven't seen them in a while, though, but there were some sweetened with sucralose. I can't have that at all. You're talking migraines for 24 hours. If you can, if you're that type of person, stick with water. By all means, stick with water. Stick with unsweetened teas that you use, like with monk fruit sweetener or something. Or stick with coffee that you use the sweetener of your choice with that you know is safe for your body. But I wanted to kind of touch base on this because Miss Princess Ninja and Keto, Melanie Hine, asked me to. Again, soda's really not the best option for you, but like I said, for me, I know I'm going to continue to use it. If I drink water all day, every day, I get very, very tired of it, and it makes me nauseous. So if I drink water, it has to have ice in it. If it doesn't have ice in it, I can't drink it at all. But that's just me, and everybody's different. If you're a water drinker, rock on with it. If you need something that doesn't kick you out of ketosis, potentially this, and if you can get by with this, rock on with it. Anyway, that's my take. What's yours? So I have another keto health question I want to get in here today real fast, because I was talking to a lady last night, and this happens kind of frequently. A lot of people hear that keto is an anti-cancer diet, and it is. So I want to touch base on a few things with this because I want to make sure people understand something. If your cancer is sugar reactive, then keto is definitely the way to go. If your cancer is sugar reactive, it lives and breathes and thrives and grows on sugar. If you take sugar completely out of your diet, it can't live, breathe, thrive, and grow anymore. It cannot survive on fat and protein alone. So it's very important, if you're using keto, to get rid of cancer or diabetes or any other disease. If your body is diseased, it is best to have the lowest carb ketogenic diet you possibly can. I know we talk about 20 grams of carbs or less a day, but or less is where you want to go with. If you're using keto to fight off cancer, you really could go as low as 0 carb, and that would be the smartest thing for you to do to make sure your body is not using the sugar to grow cancer cells or diabetes. Diabetes is basically a body's overreaction or allergic reaction to sugar and carbohydrates. So if you're using it for this type of thing, of these health risks, definitely consider going as low carb as you can, maybe even verging into carnivore entirely, because that's one of your lowest carb forms of keto. Now, I'm not telling you have to do that. That's just a smart way to go about it, or to think about it. Now, let's get on to me. All right, so I think it's time to go ahead and get to my weigh in, because I've done answered a couple questions. Let's go ahead and do this. Good morning, you guys. 165.8. Alright, so nothing to report, guys. Nothing at all. I stayed the exact same as yesterday. Stress is definitely a key factor. My brain has been inundated with craziness for 48 hours at least now. And just learning things about people that I thought were pretty decent people turned out not to be decent people at all. And just like, just so much. Okay, so stress has definitely played a role the last couple of days, and the bathroom, all of it. It's just played a big role, and so it's okay though. It'll be fine. I'll get my head together, get my act straight, start doing a little bit smarter keto, more a little stricter. I would take the coffee back out of my diet, but I kind of enjoy that, and I really love the smell. That's one of the things in the diet soda. Well, I told you why I ain't gonna take that out. So those are like my little crutches, and I know that I would probably benefit from not having them in my life, but I might also lose my daggone mind if I take them out of my life. So it's just what it is. But my eating habits have got to get more strict. I've got to stay within my eating windows and fasting windows properly, instead of just going over there getting a piece of cheese and egg, or going over there a few minutes later get a piece of cheese and egg, 2 hours later a piece of cheese and egg. I got to get my eating habits right. So that's what's going on with me. I know it. It's just my life. But on that note, I still help everybody else do keto for free, and I know what I'm doing. I just don't always do it right. I want to be realistic with my life's journey and make sure you know everything I'm doing, but I also want to make sure you know that everything I'm doing is not always the correct way to do it. Regardless of what anybody says, you ain't gonna find a perfect soul on this earth, okay? You're just not. So that's just how it is. But anyway, I want you to know how to do it perfectly, even if you choose to not do it perfectly. Then it's at least an informed decision, and it's your choice. So if you need my help, contact me below. If you need help with your macros, let me know your height, weight, age, and how active you are. If you need help with like a stall, I need to know everything you're eating other than meat, cheese, eggs, and green leafy vegetables. And for some people, vegetables and cheese can be a problem. I'm just saying. So let me know everything you're eating, and that way I have a better focus of what to help you with. If you're using artificial sweeteners, sodas, anything, I need to know about that. If you're drinking anything other than water, I need to know about that. And then I can help you troubleshoot. Not necessarily know exactly what it is, but say, okay, take this out for a couple weeks, then add it back and see what the scale does. Or take this out for a couple weeks, add it back and see what the scale does. That's your best bet. Now, all that being said, I've still lost over 151 pounds. I'm still loving keto. I'm stressed out, but I'm a normal human being, and that's life, and that's how it works. And if you would like to support the channel, there are links in the description below. Don't forget to contact me. Visit ketodiamond.com. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of discounts below. Much love to you. I'll see you tomorrow, y'all.